Shawn Michaels vacated the WWF title due to a knee injury on Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm like trying to figure out what the hell you're going to say. Sorry. Okay.
Yep. And is said to be so bad, it could be career-ending. Yeah.
Only guy in history to lose his title due to smile-related injuries.
Right. Michaels appeared on a special Thursday night episode of Raw and cut a teary-eyed promo before vacating the belt just 3 days before the In Your House pay-per-view. Shawn has since
Thursday,
said
Raw Thursday. Real
yeah.
name.
That made no sense, but yeah. Shawn has since said that he was pretty much nearing a mental breakdown at this point and just needed time off. Dr. James Andrews said that Michaels wouldn't require surgery at all, and 4 to 6 weeks of rehab should be fine. However, Shawn is now out of WrestleMania, and the plan is for him to appear as an announcer before returning to the ring full-time in the fall. Needless to say, this has thrown WrestleMania plans into chaos just 1 month before the show. With the title being vacated, the belt was held up at the In Your House pay-per-view, and Bret Hart won the title, only to lose it a day later to Sid on Raw. And now the plan is for Sid versus Undertaker to headline WrestleMania 13. And it
not to jump ahead, but I think it turned out to be very good. Oh, the whole show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Bret faced Austin in one of the most talked about matches of Steve Austin's career. So there you go. And people can, because, I mean, they were, when I seen people commenting on this story, and they're like, well, Bret, drops a belt a day later, which, yeah, it does suck. But at the same time, they're like, well, he's out of the title picture at WrestleMania, what the F, and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, but he faced Austin in a damn good match. And
oh, no title, therefore it meant nothing, dude. Duh.
Yeah, right. And on top of all of that, I guess he was supposed to face, a lot of people had a problem with it because they're like, well, he was supposed to face, and I think Bruce Pritchard confirmed this, he was supposed to face Shawn Michaels again in a rematch from WrestleMania 12, and then the idea was that Shawn was going to lose this time and give Bret, quote unquote, his win back, but that didn't happen.
I never understand that logic, his win back. Once you have a loss on your record, it's there, dude.
Yeah, let's
I don't get it. Like they say that same stuff in MMA and in boxing. Oh, my win back. Okay, well, you're not going to get it back. You get a win, but that loss is still there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, it's like, I understand that, they're like, well, 50-50, you do the job for me, I do the job for you and whatever, but it's like, I don't know. And some people argued that they tried saying that they think Shawn pulled this just to get out of having to do the job to Bret. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe he did. Well, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, he did tell Bret Hart one time, because I think right before the screw job, one of the things that fired Bret up was Bret told him, he's like, well, I'm going to drop the belt to you and whatever. And Shawn was like, thanks, but just so you know, I wouldn't do the same for you. And apparently that just pissed Bret off so bad.
Screw your feelings.
Yeah.
Like, also, whatever happened to just being happy with honesty? Yeah, it may have been a dick move, but wasn't that honest? No credit for that.
Well, I was a huge Bret Hart fan, but let's face it, him and Shawn were both immature buttheads. They may have went about it differently, but they were both very immature with a lot of thinking.
Like any interview you ever hear with Bret too, he always talks about like physicality. Oh, if we would have gone to a fight, we would have done this. Like, so that's how you work. You go straight to the physicality.
Yeah, right.
That kind of turned me off too. I'm like, well, dude, that's what kind of human you are. Okay.
In his promo vacating the title, Shawn talked about the knee injury as potentially career-ending and said that he needed to go home and find his smile because he lost it. Shawn reportedly...
Well, his mom told him.
Oh, yeah. Right. That makes it even better. Mommy told me I don't smile enough anymore, so I got to go home.
I can't play with you guys anymore.
Yeah, but this isn't my ball, so I got to leave it here. Shawn reportedly told WWF only the day before that he was taking time off and said that the doctor in San Antonio told him that his knee injury could be a career ender. WWF considered doing an angle with someone attacking his knee to write him off of TV, but instead chose to just do a promo and have him vacate the belt because they were concerned that if his knee really was hurt that badly, they could damage it further by filming an angle. After Brian Pillman spent a few weeks hobbling around the ring and getting involved in matches, only to re-aggravate his ankle injury, WWF was wary of the same thing happening to Shawn. That being said, nobody's really buying the knee injury as a real story. It's believed Shawn really does have a knee injury, but as stated, it's not as bad as the real story seems to be an emotional breakdown.
To point out, he was in the ring at King of the Ring 97 a couple months later, so that's a hell of a career and the injury to come back from.
Was this the one that they played Tell Me a Lie, or was that the first one where he vacated the IC title?
I think it was the IC title.
And that's another one. That's pretty sad when you can sit there and be like, which time was it that he vacated the title?
Well, that one was legit, though, to be fair.
He went home to cry?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did he have like a legit concussion?
Yeah, that was after he got the hell beat out of him by a few Marines, I guess, because he's got that big old shiner.
Real Marines or Jesse Ventura?
Wow. He's a SEAL, damn it.
Well, whatever. They're on the same lines.
But yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people are suspect of this, which even Bruce Pritchard to this day said he's suspect. He's suspicious about it.
The fact that as you said, he was in the King of the Ring pay-per-view a couple months later. Like, if it was career threatening, that's the part that gets me. As a career threatening, anybody got a knee injury, okay, that happens, whatever. But they said it was career threatening. Like, and then he's back in the ring.
Well, the way Bruce Pritchard was talking about it, he said, well, he's telling us he may never wrestle again because of his knee injury and all this other stuff. And then when he gets out to the ring, he concentrates on, I lost my smile. I don't smile anymore. And he's like, who gives a shit? He was like, you have a knee injury. He's like, if you have a career-ending knee injury, why do we care about your smile? Like, which is it, dude? I don't know. And he's like, that's what made us all suspicious. And then he said, on top of that, or well, not on top of that, but something I heard various wrestlers say, it's like, dude, any wrestler can walk into any doctor's office at any time and get diagnosed with a bunch of stuff and get pills or be told that they'll never wrestle again or whatever. He's like, that's not hard to do. So I'm sure he got told by one doctor he may never wrestle again because he has a knee injury, and he just took that and ran with it. So, I mean, you got to think about it. Their job is to get slammed around and jump off of things for a living. So, yeah, they're going to have mounting injuries that are going to affect them in various ways. So,
and yet Edge is still wrestling to this day.
I know, right? After he swore up one side and down the other, nope, it's incurable. There's no way I can ever wrestle ever again. I'm done.
Well, that part they probably did tell him, but
yeah,
keep in mind that was a decade ago, so there's advancements now. So.
Well, cause I remember him going off on people because they were like, not to be a dick, he wasn't being a dick about it, but like, after Daniel Bryan came back and he was like, it's not the same situation. I have neck issues and that can never be fixed and blah, 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 blah. And then boom, like, wow, modern medicine, man, I'll tell you.